Hi. For my children's literacy project, I decided to touch on the topic of ethnic and racial identity, specifically within the Latinx community. The books I've chosen not only display a positive image of culture, but remind us to accept those who are different from us and be proud of who you are, because we all have things to bring to the table at the end of the day. The books also remind us to be inquirers and ask questions and seek knowledge. Dreamers, written by Yuyi Morales, is the story of a mother and her infant son who migrate to a new land. Though the family arrives with little physical assets, they soon discover that their biggest resources are their resilience and their dream for a better future. After eventually settling in a new town, the family stumbles upon the local library and become immersed in its catalog. They learn to find joy in their new environment through the exploration of reading books. In time, mother and son acquire the language of the new land, and through the study of different literary texts, learn to appreciate their unique story and heritage. Also included is a short autobiography by Yuyi Morales, who actually immigrated to the United States in 1994. There is a list of books that still inspire her today as well. Dreamers is a text very appropriate in today's times, as the battle for immigrant rights are at the forefront of American politics. Major themes in this book include identity exploration, overcoming new challenges, and using those challenges to define unique personal identities. Dreamers reminds us that we all have gifts and talents that we can contribute to make our society a better place, no matter what we look like or where we come from. It is also a statement on the power of education and literature. Leland and Harsh describe this as essential to critical literature. The characters in the book gain knowledge about the world and themselves through the examination of a variety of books. Dreamers is a poetic masterpiece that inspires hope to all its readers and illustrates through vibrant colors and pictures that with both love and determination, anything is possible. We should not fear new experiences. Instead, we should embrace them and discover new ways to find joy in our circumstances. This book would be rated as high text complexity due to its rigor of vocabulary and metaphors throughout the book. The author personifies both concrete and abstract entities in the story. Therefore, students have to clearly think about what the text means and how the characters may feel. This challenging but age-appropriate text for second grade scholars can be read in the classrooms in the form of an interactive read-aloud as students and instructors discuss challenges that the characters of the book go through, as well as how they may feel. There are terms such as resplendent and improbable that instructors may pause and take time to reflect on the meaning of the words with scholars. Like previously mentioned, this book has many themes that it touches on, such as race, overcoming challenges, and making the most of new experiences. This is a great book to have discussion over. A higher order thinking, text-dependent question to ask your scholars about the book Dreamers could possibly be: Written by Yamil Mendez, Where Are You From is about a young girl who learns to take pride in her identity. After classmates ask her that very question, "Where are you from?" and she is unable to provide an answer that satisfies them, she turns to her abuelo, grandfather, in order to get answers. Instead of specifically telling her where she's from, Abuelo describes the beauty of the landscape, the uniqueness of the animals, and the resilience of her ancestors. Though she doesn't necessarily get the straightforward answer she wants, she learns to be satisfied in the fact that she is from Abuelo's heart and the hearts of all those before them. Often exceptionally poetic at times, Where Are You From highlights the importance of positive self-image of one's heritage through descriptive imagery, language, and metaphors. The author uses metaphors such as handkerchief wiping the sorrows of thoughts and rain washing away mistakes in order to describe the history of the girl's spirited culture. Where Are You From hits every criteria in Leland and Harsh's 2002 Criteria for Excellence of Critical Literate Texts. At a time where unfortunately the question of what it means to be a true American is discriminately being asked to certain groups in this country, the book not only points out these differences, but shows the characters taking pride in it. This book can be extremely important in helping students to take courage in defining who they are. The grandfather was purposely not explicit in telling the child where she was from because he wanted her to create her own identity from what he told her. It was not just the physical location, but the stories of the people and the culture as well. Scholars can also be reminded that it is okay to ask questions to a trusted adult if they don't completely understand certain things. I would rate Where Are You From in terms of text complexity as high to middle high. The book switches from simple vocabulary in the beginning to descriptive words as Abuelo describes the land and its people. Many culture elements are used in this section of the book, and Abuelo even mentions slavery at one point. This is also a great book to discuss through interactive read aloud if there is an adult there to monitor discourse amongst students. There are many themes that instructors can ask about and challenge students' perspective in a healthy way. Students can use context clues to decode multi-syllable words as well in this book. A higher order thinking, text-dependent question to ask your scholars about where are you from in order to facilitate a conversation about race and ethnicity could possibly be: